Hi friends, welcome back to Stella Studies, and today we are going to do some general problems in accountancy. So let's start our session. So we are looking at the problem. The first problem in our revision session is, here we can see the problem. So the first problem is shown on screen. So these are the 4 transactions in general. First problem. So the first transaction is Ashok started a business with cash, opened a bank account, purchased machinery by check, and paid 2000 for installation charges, and purchased goods from Nisha for cash. Okay, so let's start also the problem. So the first transaction is given as Ashok started the business with cash. So here it is an opening business entity. It is not an already continuing business. So he is starting with business first time. So we have to credit capital account and debit cash account, because by applying for real account rule. So the date is 1/1/21. On 1/1/21, the entry is cash account debtor to capital account. So the narration we can write as being business commenced. The amount is 2 lakh rupees. So this is the first entry. In the second entry, the second transaction is on the date was the 2nd 1st 2021. The transaction was opened bank account with 1 lakh rupees. So that actually the 1 lakh is cash only. So here the bank is getting benefit. So here the bank account should be debited with 1 lakh rupees. And also we have to credit cash account because it is going out of our organization. So we have to credit cash account again by 1 lakh rupees. Narration being bank account opened. So the next one is on the date was 3rd 1st 21, 3/1/21. The year is 2021, and the transaction is purchased machinery by check 48,000. So we have to listen very carefully here. It is a typical transaction. So while purchasing a fixed asset. So friends, while purchasing fixed assets like either machinery or air conditioner or something like motor car or otherwise computers, like these are very related to the business. So while we are purchasing these type of fixed assets and there are any charges for while we are purchasing the fixed asset, the charges will be debited to that particular asset only. For suppose, look at it, we have purchased a machinery on 1st January 2021, and on the same date what happened was we have paid installation charges 2000 rupees. So this 2000 should definitely added to the cost of machinery account, and total credit should be given to cash account. Or for suppose we have bought machinery on this date, and on 10th January 2021 we have done some repairs to machinery. Okay, so this repairs cost 1000, but this repairs cost should not be added to the machinery because these repairs are not at the initial stage of purchasing time. Okay, this 1000 should be separately debited for repairs account. The entry will be like, it will be a compound entry. Machinery account debtor, repairs account debtor to cash account. So this would be the entry. Okay, when if it is in the case of the repairs done to the any fixed asset but not on the date of purchasing. Okay, so this is the explanation of fixed assets installation charges or repairs. So friends, according to the transaction was given as, we have purchased a machinery right here. The machinery we have purchased by check was 48,000 rupees and 2,000 as its installation charges on the same date. Okay, on the same date. So the entry would be like, the machinery was 48,000 but its repairs was 2,000, should be added to that 48,000. So the entry would be like, machinery account debtor 50,000, not 48,000. And what we have to credit, not cash account, because we have bought machinery by check, then we have to credit bank account, to bank account. Again it is also 50,000 rupees only. Narration we can write as, being machinery bought by check. Okay, this would be the journal entry. Okay, the last entry we are going to see now. The last entry was, it is on the date of 4th January 21. Okay, so the entry was goods purchased from Nisha for cash. So here the name Nisha was given. Actually I said, when any name of the supplier or creditor is given, we should definitely credit that creditor's account. But here in this case it is given that we have bought from Nisha for cash, so we have to credit cash account and we have to debit purchases account. The amount was 75,000. To cash account, again 75,000. Okay, so the narration we can write as, being goods purchased for cash. Okay, for cash. That's it. Once again look at the whole problem. So that's the explanation. So friends, now we are doing second problem. So here the commencer of the business is Gopal. So we will keep the heading as journal of or entries in the books of Gopal. Okay, so the first one is Gopal commenced business with cash and deposit half of the amount in bank. So let's see the entries. So the date was 1st February 2021. Okay, so this was the date. And so the entry was, Gopal commenced business with cash and deposit half of the amount in bank. So what is the amount is 1 lakh. So we are doing side work. So the amount is 1 lakh rupees. What is half of 1 lakh rupees? That is 50,000 rupees, right? So and another half is 50,000 rupees. This 50,000 was brought as cash only, but this 50,000 was deposited in bank. So what is actually when we deposit cash in bank account data to cash account, right? But here the debit side it will be bank account only, but the credit side it will be not bank account. Instead of a bank account, instead of cash account, we will credit capital account. So the entry, please look at the entry. It is cash account debtor 50,000. Bank account debtor, again 50,000. The whole credit we have to give to capital account. Okay, so capital account must be created with 1 lakh rupees, but not 50,000, because we should follow the double entry system. The whole debit should be equal to whole credit. The debit is 50,000, 50,000 is equal to 1 lakh. That's it. And narration we can write like anything. Being business started with cash and half the amount deposited in bank. Like this we can write the narration. Okay, this was the first entry. And the second entry was on the date is 2nd February 2021. The entry is purchased goods for 60,000 and half of the amount is paid in cash. So again we have to do some groundwork. So the whole amount is 60,000. We have bought goods from, say, some person like X. X has given goods to us. We have purchased goods from this X person. Whole of 60,000 and half of the amount means half of the 60,000 is 30,000. So this 30,000 rupees of cash we have given to X, and remaining 30,000 is a credit from X. So the entry will be like, here we can see the entry will be purchases account, debtor. We have to debit whole 60,000 of purchases, not 30,000, and credit have to be divided into two accounts. That is, one account is cash, because we are giving cash to some X person. So how much cash? 30,000, right? And half of the amount means again under 30,000 is on credit. So here we will not credit X account. Instead of X account we will credit creditor's account, because we don't know the name of that creditor. Creditor account is again 30,000. Again we have followed the double entry system. The debit is 60,000 and credit is also 60,000. 30 plus 30. Okay. The narration is again we will write like this. Being goods purchased partly by cash and on credit. This is the narration. That's it. So friends, here the third entry was on 3/2/2021. The entry was the Shyam account debtor 20,000 and cash account debtor 20,000 to sales account 40,000. Because here we will do some groundwork again. It is because of we have sold goods to Shyam. So here Shyam is the receiver. Shyam has to receive 40,000 worth of goods if the whole goods were sold on credit, but he receives only 20,000 because he has given 20,000 cash. Then the entry will be like Shyam account debtor 20,000, cash account debtor 20,000, and the whole worth of 40,000 goods were sold. That's why I have written to sales account 40,000. Okay, so this is the groundwork explanation. In examination there is no need to do this, but it is just for understanding. So once look at the whole problem, and there is one more entry we have to complete, and amounts and dates also. Okay, so friends, the last transaction was goods returned by Shyam. So I have debited sales returns account because the goods are coming into our organization. I said when the transactions are related with goods, there are 4 types: purchases, purchase returns, sales, and sales returns. So here the goods that which were sold to, say, a customer Shyam, he is returning to us, so it will be debited by sales returns account. And we have created Shyam account because he is the giver here. According to personal account, we have created Shyam account, and according to real account, we have debited sales returns account. That's it. So friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and please do subscribe to our channel for some more interesting videos.